Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video playing Domain Zoo again. We've got the same 75 I've been playing for the last few videos. I like it a lot. In the flex slots, I've got 2 Minor Misstep, which feels great as an additional 2 copies of Stubborn Denial. Similar sort of effect. It's also very good against common matchups you'll see like Hammertime, Murktide, Prowess, things just a lot of low to the ground decks. I like Misstep. I've also got a split of 1 Dromoka's Command and 1 Migloz Maze Crusher. I like these as each has one of. They're both great cards, great to see as one ofs. I'm always happy to see the first copy. Don't really want to worry about seeing multiple copies with something like Migloz just because it's a legendary creature and it's a 3-drop. So I like this split. We are down to only 3 Nishoba Brawlers. We just basically cut the 4th Brawler for this Migloz. So Nishoba's our worst 2-drop. So it was just an easy switch to make. Looking at the sideboard, we still got Chain to the Rocks. I've liked this a lot as some good removal against decks like Murktide, Scam, things like that. Prowess, where you just need that extra removal early against decks that generally don't bring a lot of enchantment hate. The rest is pretty typical. We've got the 2 Tear Asunders. I also like this again against, it can be good against Blood Moon decks. It can also be good against just artifacts in general. You'd think that the 2 mana to kill an exile an artifact isn't that great, but I found it to be very worthwhile. And then in a pinch, you can also use it to exile any creature. So it's good in the early game and the late game. And then the rest of the list is pretty stock. So I'll be going through the MTGO League here, and I'll see you guys for round 1. Okay, starting off with round 1. Looks like I'll be on the draw here. Okay, this hand's fine. It's not amazing. I have 1 or 2 more lands that I would like, but we do have a turn 1 threat and a turn 2 threat, so I think we keep this. See what my opponent's on. Arid Mesa. Hammer, perhaps? Okay, looks like Hammer. Okay. I think we'll still lead with our Ragavan. We're going to go Steam Vents. Our Ragavan might just trade with the Esper Sentinel, and that's okay. We could bolt the Sentinel and then swing in. He could still animate the Inkmoth Nexus. We could hack. He's most likely to trade with Sentinel, and then I can play the Brawler. I guess the question is, do I want to kill my Ragavan this easily? He could have Blacksmith skill. Which would be a pretty bad transaction. He'll probably just block with the Ornithopter, though. Maybe I just keep this bolt for instant speed. I'll offer the trade here. Okay. I think that's fine. I mean, I could just be dead next turn, so... But being on the draw, there's not really a great way for me to kind of play around it. I mean, he could just go... if he has Hammer, Cigar's Aid, so he's still Shaper's Gift. So if he has Cigar's Aid, could be in trouble against Shadow Spear. Interesting. Okay, that's good for me. Suspect he has a kind of weak hand then. Dromoka's command is interesting. I have to worry a little bit that he could have some stuff in hand. So do I want to like kill this Ornithopter now? He could still, I guess, equip to the Inkmoth. But I can't really double spell with Scion, so I guess I'd have to chump the Scion. So maybe we just do that. Maybe we should play this. Swing in. We have a lot of burn damage in hand. So as long as he can't kill me next turn. And he's going to have a tough time killing me next turn with Scion. beginning to start gaining life, but I still have a lot of damage. I have 8 damage in hand plus whatever I swing with. A lot of lands. See where he goes with this. Okay, interesting. So I'm pretty sure he's just dead. Trying to think if there's any reason to play anything else first. See how he blocks here, but pretty sure I can do 8 damage to him. Don't know what else he would have in hand. It's kind of confused by his sequence here. Maybe he's just hoping to kill me next turn. Or I'm just about to get blown out by something. He can animate the Nexus. I don't know why didn't he equip here? I'm kind of confused by that move. Goes to 6. So he could have Spell Pierce. So we'll play around that by going... I could have tapped differently to keep up Dromoka's command as well. I guess I could also kill him with Dromoka's command. I guess I have to wait till maybe he taps out and then try bolting him. Although he could draw Spell Pierce, but I should probably just play Nacatl, actually. Yeah, I should have played Nacatl there. See if he taps its blue source to equip something. Then I can kill him. He could still have Spell Pierce. He can't crack this fetch, though, so what can he do? Equip this with Shadow Spear if he has Spell Pierce. I don't want him to draw a card off this, although I could pay the tax right now, so maybe I just wait until he equips. I think that's fine. Okay, he conceded, so again, I don't know what his plan was. I'm not sure why he didn't equip the Shadow Spirit Ornithopter. He thought he was going to get, like, lethal or something, but pretty comfortable win. Game 1 against Hammer, and, of course, we do have a lot of sideboard answers for this matchup, so what I like to do is, we're going to bring Hidetsugu, so we want to trim on our 1-drops. So I think Ragavan on the draw gets a lot worse, so we're going to do something like that. We like Misstep, we like Stubby D, we like Natural State, and we do like Tear Asunder. I could bring in Chain to the Rocks. It's kind of it's a little bit of a nombo with Migloz, or sorry, with I think I'm going to take out a Migloz because it's just it's a bit slow. For this sort of matchup, I really need the disruption early, and that, and let me think what else I want to do. We could trim on a stub because we have Misstep, and then maybe I'll just trim on a Tribal Flames here. I think I like everything else. I could bring in Teferi. I could bring in Chain of the Rocks, but I think I want to keep some threats so I can still apply some pressure. So this is what I'm going to try doing. Okay, so this is an interesting hand that has like no threats in it, but does have some good cards. I could try to keep this, but the issue with this is if like I don't draw into action, I'm kind of in trouble. So I don't know. I think I mulligan this. Okay, this is a 1-lander that I'm really tempted to keep, but I don't think I can. But again, we have the great sideboard answer, so I think we have to go to 5. I think we keep this and just hope to draw into action. So let's see what we want to hold on to. Let's get Tomb out of here. So we're likely to have to go... I guess we'll just get the... Okay, well, we'll just have to hope we can disrupt enough and draw into action. I think this is better than going to 4, but now obviously I regret not just like keeping the 7. Should have been better than this. Yes, Percentle's fine. Okay, so the exact same start as last game. Okay, that's kind of annoying because I would have liked to fetch that Triome. Let me just think of... play either one of these. Just go Flooded Strand for now. If he brings a hammer in, I'm going to have to natural state it. And fortunately, I can't pay the tax. So this will have to be a breeding pool here. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic. All right, we might just lose this game anyway. He gets Cauldra. I have an answer for that. He does get Cauldra. Okay. So we're likely to get our Triome here. I don't think it's worth like natural stating an Esper Sentinel and having him draw a card off that. So let's get our Triome. Okay, so we're really flooding on lands here. This is going to be tough. So, fortunately with how I fetch, I can get a basic forest, but then I'll still have to shock next turn. So I might just... I could have probably done this better. Okay, that's okay. So let's just say I get... probably just going to get green-blue here. And then Tear Asunder. It's looking like how this is going to go. He will draw a card, which is unfortunate. But I think I have to just try to get rid of the Cauldron. Obviously, if he has like Blacksmith skill or something, then I'll just be in trouble. But I'm like already in so much trouble here. Yep. Again, could still have Blacksmith skill, could have Spell Pierce. I think I still have to go for it. So maybe right into Spell Pierce. Please don't have it. Please don't have it. He will draw a card too, which is unfortunate for me. So he's got another look at a Spell Pierce or Blacksmith skill. See if he has it. He doesn't. Okay, good for me. Would really like some action here. Like a 2-drop creature would be great. Or Hidetsugu would also be pretty good. Though not amazing unless he like plays a hammer here. Guess you draw a card off Sentinel. Yeah. So what's he gonna get now? Shadow Spear maybe? He gets the hammer, so he must have a way to equip it. Okay, Brawler's good. So now we can go play Brawler, hold up Natural State. Okay, interesting one I wasn't expecting, I guess, for Leyline Binding. We'll crack this to get, I can't get Sacred Foundry. Would like to get on the red source, but I can't because it's in my hand. So I guess we just go Temple Garden here. I will just attack into him, see how he blocks. Okay, now the Lavinia is looking amazing, huh? I think I still attack here. I don't think it makes... I have to apply some pressure, and he can decide to block however he wants. Or not at all. It's also an option. Do I hold on to the Triome to cycle it, or do I play it with the intent that next turn I can play a land. Oh, wait, it said can't crest. Non creature spells man about great. Okay, so it's gonna be a while until I can cast this binding. So I could shock this in to grab Jegantha, but I think that's a little dicey with my life total already low, but I have like no action otherwise. It's close. Maybe I should have just shocked that in to grab Jegantha. See what he tries to do here. Second Esper Sentinel. Scar's 8, okay. See if he tries to flash the hammer in here. He's got it in hand, so he should animate one of these Inkmoth Nexuses. Okay, so he must just assume I have something that... I'm confused by this sequence, but okay. Yep, I'll wait till he equips. So now we smash the hammer. Pay the 2 taxes. So 0 cards in hand. Okay, Kavu's good. I'll probably keep the Triome in hand to loot it away. I guess I could loot away the binding next turn, though, so maybe we play it. I think I just attack here. And we're trying to race. If he just top decks another hammer, then I die. And it is what it is. Okay, so let's keep... Do I want to play the Triome? I'm trying to think what I could draw next turn. I could draw another land, and then I can cast Binding. Or I can just hold it. Can't grab Jegantha this turn. I think we just hold it. And if he top decks a Binding, then I lose, but I would have lost last turn, so I'm kind of confused why he didn't just attack with Inkmoth. I guess I'm also dead to Steel Shaper's Gift. Okay, I'm not dead to that, though. Okay, I think I just attack, loot away the land, and go from there. I don't think there's a point hanging back. Force some chumps. Hope to get something useful here. Okay, go for it. Not something useful. So confused by these blocks. But okay. Guess he's worried about the Trampler. Oh, okay. You're making a mistake, buddy. You are making a mistake. Go for it, man. Sure, trade the whole team. I'm so confused by this. So he's going to offer the trade on everything, including his Lavinia, even though I have Leyline Binding in hand. Obviously, he doesn't know what I have in hand, but... Okay, so... let's play our second... So the question is, do I now want to play this land, or do I want to save it to loot it away? I probably want to save it to loot it away. Because I'm not going to play Jegantha this turn now. I'm not going to grab Jegantha, I mean. Because I have this binding that I need to hold up. I'm very confused by my opponent's sequences. Okay, just crushing with all the lands. Oh, I probably should play for another. I should have played another land first, but that's fine in case I had to pay for like Spell Pierce or something. It's okay though. So I think I need a forest or a plains. I have a lot of plains, so. Ooh. Can I win? I play this. Let's see, I can Tear Asunder his Esper Sentinel. And then force him. I can block with the Ornithopter. I think I just played safe here. Wait to see what he tries to do. I could Tear Asunder that. I don't think that really gets me anywhere though, because then he's gonna draw a card. So like let's think. So he's got one card in hand too, so I want to be careful of that. I think I'm fine with that. Okay. Again, going with these ridiculous trades, but okay. I think I just win next turn. Do I even need to play this forest? Sure, because I have to pay taxes. He might have Spell Pierce. We'll just go with this. Maybe he just has Hammer in hand, and that was his plan all along. Okay, it's not going to be relevant. I think I just do this now. Yes. Yes, I will. Okay, looks like he conceded. So, yeah, I was a little confused about my opponent's sequences there, but we got there. So, I'll see you guys for round 2. Okay. Starting off with round 2. We're on the draw. This hand's a little slow, but I think we keep it because we have Kavu, who's our best creature. Migloz could be okay. I just have to kind of worry my opponent's... maybe I'll draw into a 1-drop or something. So, I think we keep this. Just hope my opponent's not like a super fast deck. Okay, creativity. It's not the worst. Kavu generally very good against creativity. It's good to see him lead with a Dwarven Mind too. I don't want to keep seeing lands though. That's kind of annoying. Heath. So hopefully we can go turn 2 Kavu and then Binding. Hold up Binding for the disrupt his creativity after my turn 3. But we'll see what he does. Maybe he just goes Ren 6. That'd be nice. Looking like a Ren 6. Okay. Let's just hope he's not on like Fatal Push or Terminate. So he'll have a hard way dealing with this. Or like I guess Teferi would be annoying too. I don't know if it makes a difference. Green, blue. Sure, whatever. Okay. Not exactly what I want to see. Okay, but we'll play our 5/5 Kavu and just hope that it's he doesn't have like Teferi. So we're probably just gonna lose. I guess he can't have Teferi with these lands, so I'm safe from that at least. Might just go Fable, then I still potentially lose. Okay, 3 mana binding. Wasn't expecting that one. So that's a little annoying. Because now I can't... I need a 2-drop. Okay, or I'll just draw lands for the first 3 turns. That's also fine, too. So my options are to... Man, I'm so screwed. Right, because I play Migloz, and he just goes creativity, I lose. If I don't, he just grinds me out, but I think I have to just pretend I have stuff going on here. Just play one of these tapped, I guess. Now he'll just play like Fable or something if he's smart. Instead of just jamming it. But yeah, we haven't got any pressure, so... He does take a lot of damages from his lands. That's why this matchup's usually pretty favorable. I could try to get my Kavu back, but clearly like holding out a bunch of crap. Okay, now we can hold up SWD, so I think we just jam our Migloz. And pray. Jam and pray. Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, huh? So... if he just like ices me, I'll be very sad. Or he just has a second binding. I mean, he has like a million cards in hand. Okay. So he probably has Spell Pierce in hand. So what I take this as, but I think I just have to play my threats out. Next turn, I can potentially smash this binding to get my Kavu back and hold up. But I don't know if I'm going to live through this turn. We at least got another threat on board. I think we're just going to stub this. Again, if he wants to use his treasure for Spell Pierce, then that's fine. Okay. So, again, much harder to play this matchup on the draw when you just draw only lands for the whole game. So, he's got 7 cards in hand. I mean, obviously, he's just going to be able to go for it next turn, but I don't know that I could have really done much here with what I drew. Okay, Bolt is interesting. So I can Bolt Teferi, replay Migloz, hold up Binding, but I'll still lose probably because he can go creativity for 2. It's unfortunate. And he can ultimate Ren to get unlimited Spell Pierce. So he can ultimate Ren to get Spell Pierce back. So he can just pierce whatever I do anyway. All right, I guess I have to hope he doesn't have it. I think I have to Bolt Teferi no matter what, or else I can't react to what he does. I could bind Bolt Teferi. I mean, I'm in such a bad position, so it's just kind of like whatever. Like he'll be able to creativity for like 3 this turn, and I'll just lose. But I don't think there's much I can do about that. Besides, hope he doesn't have it. But with so many cards in hand, I think he does. I could bind the Ren in 6 and just hope he doesn't have a land in hand till he get one back last turn. And then hope he doesn't have creativity in hand. That seems like pretty iffy, though. Guess I'll lose these cards if I don't use them. All right, play the land. I mean, at this point, I guess he could creativity for 1, but with Ren, if he ticks up Ren, I'm kind of in like a lose-lose, right? Because if he emblems Ren, then he can get back Spell Pierce. So then he can go Creativity for 1, even if he doesn't have another land. And then you just have to hope he doesn't have it and doesn't have another land, or doesn't have Creativity in hand. And if he does, and I just lose. Okay, so he has another land, so I'll go like Creativity for 2. Oh. Maybe not. Did he just not have it? He could still have it, actually. Wow. Did not expect this outcome. Really did not expect this outcome. Okay, so I can actually kill him this turn if... I'm trying to think of what the risk is here. Like, he could go Binding again, but he would have to fetch Shock for that. Because I could attack him. I could pay 1. Pay 1 to give Migloz Vigilance and Menace. I think we start with that. Do I need to play a land first? Yeah, I wasn't supposed to play that land. Okay, so step 1, give Migloz Vigilance and Menace. See if he tries to go Binding here. Okay. I guess he can fetch another Dwarven Mine and block him with both the Dwarven Mines. I think that's okay. If he wants to do that, he can do that. That's fine. He's out of door. This will be his 3rd Dwarven Mine. Do I Tribal Flames in now? I want to be able to get Kavu back. I think I just Tribal Flames in now, though. Trying to... Red, white. And then end of turn, I can potentially... I mean, we're still going to lose if he has it, but I assume he doesn't have it at this point. He's just going to hardcast an Archon, but he's still a while away from that. He doesn't have any black sources. Wow. So I guess my opponent just didn't have it the whole game. So I lucked out. I mean, he's 20 cards in his deck and didn't have his like combo piece. So we snuck a win out of that one when I felt like we were for sure going to lose. But luckily, this matchup's pretty favorable for us. I think it's one of the more favorable matchups that Zoo has. So looking over at how I want to sideboard here. Again, I'm using Dak Faden 07 sideboard guide for, roughly. I do make some adjustments to it, but I talk through what I do here. If I can find where creativity is in this. Here we go. Okay, so really simple sideboarding. We don't need to do much because our deck's already pretty good against creativity. So we're going to bring in our Flusterstorms, and we're going to take out a Misstep just because he doesn't have a ton of 1-mana spells. Of course, he's got some, but he's got Spell Pierce. And then we'll take out a Brawler just because of Bolt. Okay, this hand's pretty good, but it is a 1-lander, unfortunately, so we're going to have to mulligan. We do like a hand that's aggressive and fast against this deck. We don't want to try to play their control role too much. We want to just play our threats out. So that's why the last game was a little awkward because I just didn't have enough action. My opponent could deal with my 1 threat, and then I kind of fizzled after that, but we were able to grind it out, luckily. This hand's iffy because if I play Ragavan into a Ren 6, it's like pretty bad. Another hand like mulliganing lower is pretty bad too, but this is awkward too. I think I have to mulligan 5. Just too awkward with the mana. Okay. Put back Tribal Flames, put back Binding. Sure. Obviously, we need a lot of help now, but I don't know. You can say I should have kept the 6, but I thought I could get better. I probably just got greedy, I guess. It's okay. Play our Nacatl. Okay, so that's a good start for us. Because it's the exact land we needed to get 4 types. Sometimes I think you do have to mulligan aggressively with this deck, and then sometimes it just doesn't work out. Like, I think that hand with 1 threat that my only threat is Ragavan on the draw against a Ren 6 deck. I think that's iffy. Now, again, I could have tried it. You know, it's not like a clear thing. See if he goes Ren 6 again. He does. Or just bolt me. Be weird to shock for that, though. Fire. Wow. Okay. So now we're out of action, so not great. Need a threat. That's a threat, but we can't play him right now, so... unfortunately, if he just goes like Teferi here, I'm kind of in trouble. Yeah, we're mold of 4. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like easy to sit there in hindsight and say, oh, I should have kept the 6. Like, obviously, but if I get a better 5, then... interesting that he thought he had to go with fire. That means I think his hand is very slow. Fortunately, my hand's also terrible, so... Sweet. Got all the interaction in the world, but no threats, no pressure. Don't think it's worth dealing with his Ren 6. Like, yes, he'll get land draws and stuff, but I don't really care. We saw it last game. It didn't do much. Obviously, he's going to play... see if he just goes for it here. It seems unlikely with me holding up mana. So he's got creativity with Spell Pierce in hand. That's what he's showing. I could bind the Ren now, force him to use the Spell Pierce, but I don't think that accomplishes much. Okay. Again, I can't do anything because I'm stuck on 2 lands, so. Again, I could like bolt him end of turn or something, but I don't know. I'm in such bad shape here. Could fluster this. Doesn't seem smart. He could just persist the Archon, which would be bad for me. Okay, discards a creativity, so looking forward to him going for this. Fortunately, I can't really do much here. See if he gets greedy. Okay, looks like he got greedy. Fortunately, we're not really in a spot to do anything because I'm sure he probably has another creativity in hand. He discarded one before. Like, I need a 3rd land. I mean, he probably has a bolt in hand. Like, Stubby D doesn't help me. Bolt doesn't help me if he has creativity for 2. I guess I'll just dash. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I win this. Just dash monkey and hope he doesn't have... Oh, I guess he's got dwarf tokens. That'd be stupid, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck in this spot. Like, I can bind one of these, so I just have to hope he has literally nothing. Again. Ugh, man. Nah, I have so many regrets that mulligan, but again, I think you got to be more process focused than outcome focused. And I think that was still a right mulligan, but maybe you just keep monkey and just trust that you want to Ren 6. With a 6 that was okay. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but okay. He'll attack with a dwarf token, see if he has his third creativity in his top 18 after not having him at all last game. If he doesn't do anything, I'm probably going to bolt Ren 6. Okay. So, again, he probably has Spell Pierce. So I can try to bolt one of these. He'll Spell Pierce it. I think we'll go for it, though. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't have a way to double spell here. So, discard Migloz, maybe? I guess he's my only threat. I don't know, like... just have to hope to draw another threat or something. I'll just bind the Archon next turn, but he probably has his own binding, so it's not great. Yeah. Guess we'll upkeep bind this. I don't know. He'll get another ETB. Like I'm just this game's over. So when you mold a 4 and don't apply any pressure, it's not surprising that the game turns out like this. Again, I'm sure he has Spell Pierce. Or his own binding. And I'll just lose. He's probably letting this go. He has his own binding. Don't think he has enough for an Archon, right? I think he's like one short. Does he have his 4th creativity? Probably. Makes up for last game. Oh, maybe he does enough for Archon. I just didn't do the math right. Yeah, he does. Okay. All right. I mean, come on. So we're just going to run it back with the same list. Okay, we got a 1-lander. Got another 1-lander. Okay, this hand's keepable. We are going to bottom Scion and a land. So we'll just lead off with turn 1 monkey. Just hope he doesn't have bolt. I don't think I've seen a bolt yet, but he probably is running a couple. Looks like he does have it. Yep. We're going to get green-black here to preserve life total. Oh, actually, I messed that up. Sorry, that doesn't preserve anything. Well, it will... I was thinking I got red-blue here. That was a mistake. It's fine, though. It'll still work for us, for our purposes. Hopefully he doesn't just go, like, binding here. That'd be bad. But then he just has a hand that lines up perfectly against mine. And you just kind of, you know, deal with it. If he passes, probably ice. Okay, that's a good draw, though. Yep, this is an ice. So he tries to ice one of my lands. I like the shocking. Fetch shock is very good for me. Ooh, Aether Gust. I think we just put it on the top. It's an exciting one. But you're not going to be happy about this guy. Teferi. That'd be annoying. Again, this matchup's much easier on the play than on the draw. Of course, like he's had 2 answers to my 2 threats so far, so if he has a 3rd answer to my 3rd threat, then it's gonna be more annoying. He could have a 2nd Aether Gust. Be waiting for me to untap, but whatever, it's fine. 2nd Aether Gust, yep. Or Binding. No, it's not a Binding. Okay. Could look forward to exiling this from the graveyard if he discards an Archon. It's not. Probably need just the Savai here. Oh no, I can't get the Savai. I need green-blue. I can't double spell though. Okay, I did make big mistakes with how I fetched. That was a mistake here. Because now I can't double spell Kavu and Bolt next turn. So now I'm kind of in trouble. I probably have to loot away this Bolt. Okay, so I have to get a blue source. Yeah, that was just a big punt with doing that. That like really actually screwed me over here. Ooh, very good draw. I guess I shuffled, so I put it. Okay, it's fine. I think I have to just keep this hand then. I'll exile a card from his graveyard. I'll exile the Bolt. Yeah, we can hold on here. For some reason, I thought I was going to draw the Kavu, but I forgot I shuffled. So this is better than drawing the Kavu. Got bailed out of my poor decisions. Look forward to him doing this again with Spell Pierce. Okay, that's kind of annoying. I could Bolt here, potentially kill him. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the stuff to do this. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I can still Bolt Teferi next turn. I should have bolted him. That was a mistake, actually. I draw Tribal Flames here, I would have won. Okay, I get Scion. So I think this is so bad. Because like this Teferi is killing me right now. I think I have to Bolt Teferi, play Scion, and just hope he doesn't have it. Or Bolt Teferi, hold up Fluster. Do you have a Spell Pierce? I can pay for it. I could hold up Flusterstorm here. He could pay it. He'd go for 4. I'm not really getting anywhere if I don't apply pressure, though. Like, do I think he has it in hand? Decisions. I think I just, like, let's see. He'd have 5 mana, but go for 4. Okay, I think I just pass. As painful as it feels. Go to 7. I don't know. If I had a 4th land, this would be much easier. He's got 3 cards in hand. Let's see if he just has it. Fable, okay. Okay. I guess we'll just play our Kavu while we can. If he has another Aether Gust, he has another Aether Gust, and I just live with it. I think that's the right play. I could Tribal Flames the shot. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we might lose this game. I mean, it's not like we're not in a great position. I think I played it okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to just risk it and just play a threat last turn and just hope he, I win if he just doesn't have it. So I just have to play like he doesn't. 5. Okay. See if he goes for it again. Okay, again, he's not playing around Flusterstorm for some reason. So if his last card is Spell Pierced, I'm in trouble if I play this now. But everything he's playing has indicated that his last card is Spell Pierced. So if anything, what I should do is play the Scion and then end of turn bolt him. Because I think he's got to have, I mean, he could have been bluffing it, but I think I have to do this. If I drew a mana there, then I would have won. Oh, mana, a land source there, I would have won, but I think I'm still in good position. He's got to top deck another creativity or have another one in hand. Seems unlikely. And he's got to have another binding to deal with my Scion, so I think I'm in pretty good shape here. He could still have a Spell Pierce in hand. But so I have to get it out of his hand. So I do that by bolting him right now. I guess he could go for creativity again, but I don't really have a response to that. If his last 2 cards were Teferi, creativity, I guess I'll draw a card. He's 1 mana short. No, but he'll be able to get the shaman. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so pissed if he like drew another creativity here, or if he was just bluffing it the whole time and that got. But I think I had to play it like that. Yeah, like if his last card and one of his cards in hand is just another creativity, then I'll just lose. Actually, I won't. I won't lose because I can discard Scion. He'll gain 3 life, and then I can Tribal Flames him. Oh, baby, he's going for it. Okay. Discard a card. Gain 3 life. All right, we got there. Barely. Barely. Ooh, dicey game. Dicey game. I think I played that how I was supposed to. The second game, maybe I was not supposed to mulligan like I did, but I just felt that hand was like kind of mediocre as a 6 against a deck that if I was on the play, that's hand's definitely keep, but on a draw against a Ren 6 deck, my only threat is Ragavan. I was like, this is dicey. Like if I go turn 1 Ragavan, he goes turn 2 Ren 6, then I just basically probably lose the game. Of course, I wasn't expecting to have to mulligan to 4, but we got there. All right, this time I'm on the play for the first time. Okay, we got the 1-lander. Got the 1-lander. Hands have not been forgiving for us today. Okay, this is good though. Keep. I think we bottom Migloz and Triome, and we go from here. I think we'll just start with green blue here. On the play, I'm not as worried about playing Minor Misstep as a 1/1. Opponent did keep 7, so let's see what they're on. Blood Crypt Scam. Kind of annoying. Might just Tribal Flames this Ragavan. Doesn't feel great, but also feel like he's probably holding up a Fury to scam. I just don't want him to untap with this and then just like terminate my Kavu or my Brawler. Like he kept like a suspiciously high number of cards in hand for me to think that he's just got nothing. I think I might just Tribal Flames this Ragavan. As ridiculous as that seems, it's just like Ragavan is such an issue in this matchup. And I just feel like he's holding up a Terminate in hand. And then he terminates my Kavu, attacks with Ragavan, gets the treasure. Like, I'm not in that great shape. But maybe this is me playing too scared Ragavan. This is like a lot of damage I'm just doing to kill Ragavan. So you can argue that I should just play Kavu there. And you might be right. I might be too fearful of Ragavan. Is this Shadow maybe with Polluted Delta? It just looks like he's going to play. Yeah, okay. Second Ragavan, of course. Okay. Basic Forest is useful. So I'm guessing he has a Bolt in hand, but that's okay. Yep. Okay, he's not winning this race very fast. Unless he like flips something amazing off me. Okay, he flipped a land, which is good for me. They just have Fury Scam now. No Blood Moon, it's interesting. Okay, it's not exactly what we want to see. I think we just keep taking whacks at each other to see if he has another removal spell. He's not. Again, he's got more discard elements, but I don't, it's whatever. Can't really play around it anymore. I just have to hope this Ragavan bricks. Like I don't think me sitting back not doing anything with like nothing in hand, it really accomplishes much. He's at 5 life, so I top deck a Tribal Flames, he loses. Okay, Scion, he can't play that because he needs 3 types to make it castable with what he's got. Only got 2. He goes Blood Moon. What does he have in hand? These are the questions I have. Could just have a Terminator or something. Fortunately for me, I do have to fetch Shock for this. But I think I have to play Jegantha here. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe he has like double bolt in hand and I just lose now. I guess you'd have to get through the Jegantha. You'd have to like terminate plus double bolt. And you already used 1 bolt. So I think we just go for it. He's at 2 life. Just hope he doesn't have like Scam Fury, and that's what he's been waiting for to just wipe my board. It'd be the most patient Scam Fury ever. It's possible though. Okay, I guess he just had lands in hand. I'm not really sure. I got lucky because he didn't flip anything useful off my deck. He flipped a Scion and a land, I think. But we got there. I'm assuming this is Scam and not Rakdos midrange. It's always hard to tell, but I just always assume it's Scam because Scam's more popular. So how do we sideboard against Scam? We do have a lot to bring in this matchup. So we've got our 1 Veil of Summer. We've got our, if I can double click it. We've got our Chain to the Rocks. That's where Chain to the Rocks really shines in this matchup, because you can use it on a Grief, a Fury, or a Ragavan, and those are all like very good like threats you just want to deal with, and they don't have a really way to deal with enchantments. Migloz is going to be good. We're going to trim on a Brawler because of Bolt, and then we're going to bring in our Tear Asunder. Okay, that's going to be mostly for Blood Moon, also to exile a creature, like I said, if we're desperate. And then we'll bring in the rest in pieces. They could be too slow. I don't know if he's on the Undying package. I'm not going to bring in Teferi right now. I got to see if he could just be on Rakdos midrange, and I don't want to like overboard. So we'll trim on to Tribal Flames, trim in a Bolt. Like Bolt's obviously good against a monkey deck, but we're bringing in the extra Chain to the Rocks, so we don't want too much kind of like 1-mana interaction. I think on the draw, it's a Ragavan deck, so I don't want to. Sorry, it's a Blood Moon deck. I don't want to cut Ragavan, so we'll trim a Misstep because they don't have a ton of 1-mana spells, and trim a WD, something like this. It's maybe not perfect, but I think this is fine. We can maybe look at bringing in Teferi to turn off Undying shenanigans in a later match, but I think for now I want to just see what he does here. I think I'm fine with this. Bring in this stuff. So maybe his hand was just all Undying spells or something. I don't know. I'm a little confused by like how he played that. I mean, the only spells he played the whole game were like Monkey, Bolt, and Thoughtseize. And then he lost to me just swinging with the 3/3 Nacatl and then playing a Jegantha. So I don't know. He had a lot of cards in hand, so I'm surprised by that. He might have just been flooded. Okay. I would like this hand, but it doesn't really have any threats in it. It doesn't have a. I think we're gonna mulligan this. I don't want to mulligan super low against Scam. We're gonna keep this. We'll bin Overgrown Tomb. And so we have a bunch of answers, even if he scams me. So this is fine. Yep. Go ahead. I have 3 pieces of removal, so enjoy that. This is why you do that. He should take Chain to the Rocks and Ragavan, maybe. There's my turn 1 plays. Maybe he's got another Thoughtseize. If he doesn't take Chain to the Rocks, he's got to take it. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll be able to kill his Grief in 2 turns. Veil of Summer is kind of useful, maybe. If he tries to Thoughtseize me again, it could be useful. If he's got Thoughtseize, so I can blow him out. Not really blow him out, but you know what I mean. If he has another Undying spell, I guess I'm just in trouble. Which is what he might have. Doesn't have another land though. Trying to think if I want to go Savai here. Probably has another Undying spell based on how he played this. So I could wait another turn and then have Veil up, but that doesn't really solve much. So if I get like a Bolt, that would be ideal here. Because then I can at least Veil him if he stays alive, if his saves his Grief. Or even a Chain to the Rocks. Chain to the Rocks actually would be better because he can't Undying it because it doesn't actually die. But he already exiled one of them, so I don't feel like my chances are high. I've only bring in 2. I do have to be a little wary of Blood Moon, but since he missed a land draw, it's like less of an issue now. Or sorry, not a land draw. He missed a land drop. Then I'm less worried about Blood Moon since he can't do it on turn 3 anymore. And I'm guessing his hand is just full of Undying spells. That's the only reason you play like this. So I could potentially get blown out if I just play another Tribal Flames. And so I might have to just take 4 more damage and just hope that he doesn't have. I don't know what he's doing. It's taking a while. I'm just gonna play Kavu here. I am going to like very low in life, but I also have 10 damage of Tribal Flames in hand, so there's potential that I can race him. Again, I think he has Undying spells in hand. It's the only reason you do what he did. If I draw 3rd land, I'm in very good shape. Okay, that's also good though. Do I loot away this Veil? Maybe I just don't even care about it at this point. Play my Scion. Try to kill him next turn. I guess I'm going low in life total here, but this is also fine. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't actually kill him next turn. Just trying to think of how I don't get blown out here. Maybe this is going too low on life total, but next turn I can... I could have tried to double block him here. That would also have been useful, maybe. But I think I need to apply some pressure. Let's see if he just has like another... Yeah, okay. He just has nothing, hopefully. I need him to shock another land in. Okay, what does that change? Not really much of anything. I can loot. I can attack with Kavu. Loot with Scion. Or sorry, attack with Kavu. Loot away the land. We'll go to 10. Play the Scion. What do I get, though, that would actually like save me? Maybe like a binding? I guess a binding or a Chain to the Rocks. Like, I guess the worst case is if I Tribal Flames him right now, and then he just has an Undying spell, which he has to with what he's been playing and what he kept. So I think we just have to loot this land away with Scion, because it's not really... Or not Scion, with Kavu. And then play another... I don't think he has a 1-mana spell for... removal spell for Scion. He could have like a Fury, and I guess I lose then. I feel like he would have used it by now, though. But I could be wrong. He could just wipe my board with Fury, too. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing this too scared. Okay, I could shock, go to 2. Then I died a bolt. It's probably stupid, huh? So I'm dead to Fury, I guess. I don't know. You can argue I should have played this game differently. I think that's a fair argument. I'm dead to basically Fury, which is probably pretty likely he has. So maybe it was smarter to just not attack with Kavu yet and just play Scion, and have like a wall of creatures. I mean, he's got 6 cards in hand. He probably has a Fury. Yeah, I guess I didn't really need to attack with Kavu there. Oh, well, I wanted to loot, so I guess that was helpful. But I can't double Tribal Flames anyway. I mean, he's got to have a Fury. It's the only thing that makes sense. Wow. Okay, so I'm so confused what he had in hand, honestly. Like, a Fury gets him out of this, right? Because he Furies the Scion. Like, did he just have other Undying spells and then just think that, like... I don't know. I'm at a loss for what he just drew. He didn't play any lands. So what could he have possibly drawn for, like, 5 turns that wasn't a spell he could play? Only 2 and 3 mana spells, I guess? I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, whatever we got there. I'll see you guys for round 4. Okay, round 4. I'm on the draw. This hand has no lands. So let's go to 6. Hand has 1 land. Let's go to 5. This hand is good. We'll put back our Scion. And Sacred Foundry. My opponent plays Ren 6, and I want to play Temple Garden turn 1. That's why I did that. Because I don't want Minor Misstep to die to Ren 6 ping. So let's say it's just Murky Tease. Turn 1 Ragavan. Plays to win the dice roll. Looking for a top deck bolt here because he'll probably have a removal spell for this Nacatl. So unfortunate. Fortunate win the die roll with Monkey. Maybe he doesn't have a removal spell though. That's my best case scenario. But it seems unlikely given how many he plays in the deck. Okay, second Nacatl. Think of what I need to play here. Does it matter if I go green, white, red, blue, or go green? Trying to think how it would matter at all. All right, well, I think we'll just go green, white. It's fine. I guess Blood Moon is an issue, so I shouldn't have fetched this first, but I don't know. We'll just play the game. Yeah, so maybe the right move is to go like green, blue there, and then can fetch, maybe someday, can maybe eventually fetch up white. I mean, here's his removal spell. It's just kind of, oh, now his removal spell. It's kind of predictable play pattern with Murktide. They gotta always have it. It's the rule. You got to always have the turn 1 Ragavan into removal spell. So if your opponent makes the mistake of thinking they can just win by playing another creature on the draw, then you got them. They got you good. He already has 2 types in the graveyard, which is a little concerning. He doesn't flip anything useful. I do have to worry about Blood Moon. Travel Flames, okay, that's fine. I guess if he goes Blood Moon next turn, then I play Kavu, it's like so bad for me. I have so many Nacatls. Yeah, so like the worst case would be he just goes Blood Moon, my Kavu becomes a 1/1, and then he just like kills my Kavu and just continues to dunk on me. He could have Spell Snare. I guess like the question is how do I play around that? And the answer is like not very well. Like I could play a Nacatl. Problem is I have to really deal with this Ragavan, or else he's just gonna keep hitting me. But he could have Spell Pierce anyway, so that would stop the binding. He could get Delirium with a land, and so like iteration plus land gets him Delirium, and then he can kill my Kavu, but he's only got 3 cards in hand. I think I have to play it safe around. I don't know. This is like really close. I think I'm just going to play around the Blood Moon blowout. I mean, it's still kind of a blowout, but I can fetch a basic forest if he goes Blood Moon. And like maybe like and play Nacatl next turn, and I don't know. Try to get my way out of this mess. It's not good. If he just has another removal spell, it's not good for me, but I think I have to respect the threat of Blood Moon. Okay, consider interesting cracking. So a little pro tip about treasure tokens is you never want to crack them on your turn. I mean, he could have cracked that upkeep, but there's no reason to do that, right? Because he can crack that at any time. So if he waits to upkeep, untaps, he could surveil right now. Like, why would he do that now and waste the treasure? The treasure can be used at any time. So that was actually a huge punt by my opponent. But I mean, he's probably gonna still dunk on me. He had turn 1 Ragavan into DRC removal spell, so like whatever. But we're at least somewhat attempting to play around Blood Moon. Another consider. So obviously he's trying to get Delirium. It's a good sign for me because it means he doesn't have Blood Moon right now. Did he get a sorcery in the graveyard? No. Oh, he does. Sorry, I can't do math. Do you have another Unholy Heat? He does not. Fortunately, green-white, we can't get 5 types, so that's actually kind of annoying. Could be holding up Counterspell here. Shredder. Bobble. No. Okay. Guess we'll just get red-blue here. I don't know. We're probably playing this game too conservatively, but we're like so far behind that like I don't know if it matters that much. Okay, we have our own monkey. The problem is like, okay, I attack with Nacatl. Play my Kavu. Like, what do I care more about, this monkey or the shred? The shredder's gonna get big, but like I'm already low on life total anyway. Like this is not great. Just see how he blocks here. I mean, he's not gonna block at all. I think I just attack with Nacatl, play my Kavu, and then just hope I can grind this out. But I'm gonna take a lot of damage. And if he has an Unholy Heat, he has it, but I don't think he does right now. I think I need to get another threat on board before dealing with one of these threats. I don't know. You could say that I should just run out my Kavu turn 2, and I think there's an argument for that. I'm just trying to play around like the biggest blowout, which would be Blood Moon. Obviously, Blood Moon would still be a huge blowout, but at this point, like I can't really play around it. Okay, so he probably has... No, okay, that'd be stupid. Attack with Monkey. I'll take 4. It's fine. It means he doesn't have another removal spell. So I can exile a creature from his graveyard. Or I can exile the Bobble from his graveyard, so he'll lose Delirium. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Let's get 5 types. And we attack with everything. Exile Bobble, play Ragavan, hold up Binding. Again, I'm trying to race him right now, so just gotta think of how I'm dead. But there's probably a lot of things I'm dead to, so. Trying to avoid double spelling because I don't want to trigger the Shredder. Okay, that's an interesting one I wasn't expecting. Okay, I think we just play a Ragavan and then hold up Binding. Again, try not to double spell because I don't want to trigger the looting. I don't know what he has in hand. Maybe he goes Murktide here or something. He needs an artifact or a sorcery to trigger Delirium. Okay. Think we're gonna trade here. Don't think I'm letting this Ragavan hit me. See if I try to bind the Shredder. Let's try to bind the Shredder right now. See if he has Counterspell. He does? Okay. Spell Pierce. Oh, that's his second spell. Okay, that was actually a mistake. Because now he can get Delirium. I don't know, it's fine actually. I'm gonna block this Ragavan though. Yeah, so I could have played around that and taken the damage, and probably would have been smarter. Next turn, I don't know. I think I'm fine with this line. I'm not gonna let him steal anything off the top of my deck. I'm not gonna take this damage either. Okay, Stub's useful. Do we want to try to loot something? I don't know. I kind of like this hand, honestly. I guess if he gets Delirium, then I'm just dead. See if he tries to block anything here. I'm trying to think of what he has. He has instant, creature, so I could just exile an instant. So just exile an instant here, right? Because he like 2 creatures, lands. Exile. He could have Underworld Breach. Exile Consider in case he tries to go Murktide. Yeah, if he just wants to take 8 here, he does. So obviously he gets Delirium, then I die, but I think I had to play it like this. But if he goes Iteration, I can counter it. Oh, but he'll get Delirium then I'll die. Right. Yeah, I guess Iteration. I guess I lose to a bunch of stuff, but close game. Murky Teeth. I'll lose to this. That was a good draw for him. He should attack with the Shredder. Guess not. Okay, I gotta loot away this. So I have to attack with everything, right? Because if I don't attack, he just attacks with Murktide and Ledger Shredder next turn. So I have to loot away. I think the stub is more important for me to keep up, I guess. If I attack here, he blocks here, here. He'll have to trade his DRC. Not a great transaction for me, though, right? If he just blocks across the board and I don't loot into a burn spell, then what? That's not... But what if I just attack with Kavu? He'll block with Murktide. If I just block... Like, may I just attack with Kavu? Maybe he just chumps here, then. I don't know. I'm just gonna, like, trade my whole board, basically, for his board. Or trade in a Nacatl. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Like, if he just attacks next turn, I'm dead. So I need to loot something away. I think... this is tough. I don't know. I guess we should force the chumps. Discard this Brawler. A lot of cards would win it. That is not one of them, though. Okay, well, close game. Surprising it was this close, actually, given... Okay. I guess he's trying to play around Bolt. But yeah, now he can just attack with the Shredder, so... I think that was... I don't know. I mean, it's a close game. Look at the score. Look at the life totals. Maybe I could have played the early game differently. Like, there's always an argument in these sort of matchups where I shouldn't have played it so scared. I should have just jammed Kavu into, you know, I shouldn't have played around Blood Moon. Like, I don't know. I think most of these decks are main decking Blood Moon. Yeah, so my top decks that would have saved me would have been Binding, Scion, Tribal Flames, Bolt. Yeah, so 12, 11 possible cards. So, you know, pretty high probability. And I had 2 looks at them with a draw and a loot, but didn't happen. So we'll go on to game 2. This time we'll be on the play. Yeah, play draw dependent. So on the play, I'm going to bring my Tear Asunders because of Blood Moon and Murktide. I'm going to bring in 1 Rest in Peace. I don't need 2 on the play. Bring in the Chain to the Rocks. And then let's cut on, let's see, 2 Nacatl. Again, they're Blood Moon decks, so I don't want to cut on Ragavan. Cut 1 Brawler. And then 1 Bolt, 1 Tribal Flames. Again, it's kind of similar thought process to Scam. Like, I'm going to trim 1 a Bolt because I'm bringing in 2 Chain to the Rocks. So, you know, one of those could hit an early game Monkey or something. Okay, this hand's good. We got turn 1 Ragavan. We got Chain to the Rocks. We got all kinds of great stuff we need. So let's keep... So if he plays his own Ragavan, I can chain it and then play Kavu. He'll probably just play a removal spell, though. Let's be real. Maybe DRC. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what it's like when they don't have the removal spell. I know they play 7, so I guess that's pretty frequent, but I mean, you can't really guarantee anything. I can't really play around Blood Moon right now at this point, so we just got to go for it. Again, if he just goes like turn 2, Dress Down, and then like turn 3 Blood Moon, then I just like lose. Oh, I actually can play Scion on board, so it's not over yet. So I'm hoping for not the Dress Down. This matchup feels so... It's just so much different being on the play versus the draw. Like, being on the play, you just feel like you're so in control and, like, applying pressure, and on the draw, you're just, like, trying to catch up the whole time. 2 types in the graveyard right now. He goes Bobble. Is he going to double Bolt? Oh my god, so he just has all the removal spells. That's okay, though, because we have Scion. So 3 bolts. Impressive. 3 bolts in his top 11 cards. And he only probably plays 3 in the deck. So good on him. I think we just jam Scion here. He might just have Blood Moon in hand, and like Scion can fight through Blood Moon because he's already at 14 life. He still only has 2 types in the graveyard. He could play 4 bolts, I guess, but I think most of the lists these days are only playing 3 bolts. Shredder. Okay, your Shredder's going to die very shortly. Grow your Shredder. Don't care. I'll chain it. Let's see if he taps out here. Wow, he didn't loot there. Does he just have lands in hand? He has 3 types in the graveyard now. Maybe he's going to try to get a 4th and then Unholy Heat me. That's probably what it is. You will not be getting that 4th type, though. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So we want to probably keep up. So we're going to play Nacatl. We could even... let me think of how to do this. So I could pay white. Nah, I think we'll just not... Let's not overcomplicate this too much. Pay white, chain, play around Spell Pierce. Choose target mountain. We'll choose this one. Again, playing around Spell Pierce here. Could Mental Misstep it. Minor Misstep. Whichever the one that's legal. Okay. You could argue to not do that. Maybe he's going to go Murktide, and maybe I should have Dromoka's that, but then he could have Spell Pierced it. I could have shocked into not to get Spell Pierced. There's maybe an argument for that. Yeah, maybe that's what he's got in hand. So maybe I should have Dromoka's. I could have shocked in the land to play around Spell Pierce and then killed his Shredder. And then, but then he would have gotten Delirium, so I think this was fine. Now he's got to get one more type in the graveyard to get Delirium. So yeah, he'll play a Murktide. It'll be a 6/6, maybe. Nope, he's thinking about it. So I could have saved the Chained. I don't know. I felt like he probably has Unholy Heat in hand. Okay, he's really thinking about this one a lot. So I don't know if that was smart, but maybe I should have just, with this, how he was playing this hand, it should have been more obvious that he just has Murktide in hand. He's hoping it's going to bail him out. Okay, he only played as a 4/4, which was not something I would recommend. He's got 2 types in the graveyard. Okay, well, now he's just probably lost the game. Why did he do that? Okay, still don't care about that. He's tapped out, so I think I guess we have to do +1/+1 counter and fight here, and then attack for like a ton and just not worry about Ragavan. So this will get the counter. So I'll swing in for a lot of damage. If he takes it, he'll go to 1. He's got 3 types in the graveyard right now. He's really thinking about this one. Okay, he's at 1. I think I'm going to shock and grab Jegantha and then cast her next turn. I think I'm okay with that, going to 13 in this scenario. So he's going to, I guess, try to hit the lottery off of Ragavan or something here. I would like to tap this, please. I guess that's what he's going for. I think this is the right play. Obviously, I'm trying to usually protect life total, and I think it's also the right play. Like, I'm not going to keep Nacatl back to, like, because I'm scared of a monkey when he's at 1 life. Like, I'll let him do whatever he wants to do. He probably has Unholy Heat for Scion. Or he's just, like, desperation mode now, trying to find something. Oh my god, you can kill my Scion or you can kill my Chain to the Rocks and get back. Oh my god, what a fucking top deck. So he can kill my Scion or he can exile the Chain. He's probably just kill my Scion. But he's got to play another threat too. Frustrating. Does he have another Murktide? Is that why he's doing this? So Tear Asunder plus play another Murktide. I don't think he has enough cards in the graveyard to do that. Oh wow. He didn't. Does he have another land? Did he play land this turn? He must have another land. Yeah, but he can't shock or fetch. You have a bolt in hand? Now he used so many bolts already. I don't know. Maybe he's got an untapped land source here. Okay. So was he 1 mana short, I guess, of casting? No, but he could have. Yeah, I guess he was 1 mana short of casting what he needed to do. He probably had a fetch land in hand or something, and he couldn't cast it. He couldn't grab it with Tear Asunder. Okay, well, we got there. And then big game 3 will be on the draw. Okay, so on the draw, we're going to lean a little more into our sideboard hate because, well, we're on the draw. We need some more help. So we're going to cut another Tribal Flames. I could do Teferi. I kind of go back and forth between like playing Teferi in this matchup or not. I think at the moment, I don't know, I'm going to go without him for now. I really debate though. Like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's like very mediocre. But like if he bounces a Ledger Shredder or a Murktide, he's like very good because he also turns off counter and you can do all kinds of crap. But sometimes you're like too far behind, especially on the draw to make him relevant. So he's mostly here for Cascade, but you know, sometimes you can bring him as a 1-of against like Hammer or Murktide. I think I'm going to go without him this game though and just keep the 60 here. We are cutting 1 Tribal Flames. That's like Tribal Flames is good, but it's just harder to on the draw. You don't necessarily want to see multiples because it's just hard to cast, and we're playing against a deck with permission. So, you know, Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, Counter Spell, things like that. He could have boarded some of it out. I know Mangu talks about boarding out his Counter Spell in this matchup in his sideboard guide, but still have to assume that not everyone follows that. We're going to mulligan this. Oh man, we're going to 5. So we're going to bin the Zagoth for sure. And then bin Stub, probably. And then just hope that Ragavan plus Rest in Peace can get me there. It could have been Nacatl, I guess, but I like having 2 threats here. I mean, he's got removal, so. Okay, clearly holding up removal spell. So maybe I just play my Nacatl. I do have to worry about Blood Moon here, so I do have Monkey in hand, so that's another reason not to play Monkey turn 1. Green-white's kind of awkward to draw right now, though. But whatever, I think we'll just jam Nacatl. Again, I'm sure he's got a removal spell, it's fine, you can use all my Nacatl. If he doesn't, then it's fine too. Okay, he might just be going Blood Moon here. Bobble. He goes, no Shredder, because he would have played it first. Wonder if he actually has a removal spell in hand. Most likely he does. He just didn't want to use all the Nacatl. Yeah, so he's definitely going Blood Moon next turn. Like 100%. Could also be holding up Spell Pierce. This is interesting. So what I could do is, I think we'll just swing for 3 right now. Shock this in. So he 100% has Blood Moon in hand. The question is, do I, if he has Blood Moon in hand, what is more important for me to cast? Like the rest in peace right now doesn't make a difference. I think we should try to jam this Brawler, but we could try to jam the Rest in Peace and then counter spell. No, I think we just try to do this and just hope that he kept his shitty hand. You could No, I'm going to keep the Ragavan alive. Okay. You could just have Bolt. It's fine. Because next turn it'll be tapped out, so I can Dash Monkey and play Blood Moon. And play Rest in Peace. And that will shut off a lot of what his deck's trying to do. I don't know what he's doing. What could he have enhanced? Spell Pierce, I guess? I feel like he would board that out. I mean, I figured just Blood Moon, but he hasn't done anything yet. All right, I'm at a loss for what he's trying to do. He could have Dress Down. That's probably what this is. But now I can get a basic forest, so I'm in much better shape. Okay, now I'm also in much better shape. We're just gonna... I'm feeling a Dress Down here. So there's no reason to Dash Monkey. If he goes Dress Down, we'll just resolve. I also think there's no reason to crack this fetch. So I guess if he had Blood Moon, he would have. Petty Theft. Wow. Okay. That's cool. All right, so I'm just going to exile his graveyard. And not crack this yet. You could also argue to just replay Brawler here. Whew, it's a tough one. Maybe I just replay Brawler. Like if you went Petty Theft there, then he must not have like anything useful in hand. But like I guess he still doesn't have an instance or sorceries in the graveyard. Like I kind of want to just recast it. Just keep applying pressure if he's not going to do anything. Maybe I'm playing this too conservatively, and I could just like there I could have just double spelled Ragavan and Brawler and just been like, hey, I don't care about this Blood Moon. Or I actually do like that better. I should have done that. It goes Iteration. I don't really care. Yeah, he goes Iteration. So yeah, I think the better line now that I'm thinking of it was I could have fetched Basic Forest, played Brawler, played Ragavan, and then just had a lot of threats on board going really wide. And even if he Blood Moons me, I don't care that much because I have 2 types then, and I have Ragavan on board. So, but he's, again, still in kind of like a weird space. Like, he hasn't really played anything yet. So I'm wondering if his hand's just a bunch of counters. So he gets DRC. He's still 1 spell short. And I can just Tear Asunder it. He needs an instant. Looks like he's got the instant. Creature will give him Delirium too, which I can't stop. Do I get, if I'm just gonna get Forest here, then I don't think I care. Maybe I don't care about Blood Moon at this point. He could, at this time, like, I guess, try to bolt my Brawler. Maybe I just stop caring about Blood Moon at this point. Get 5 types, but decisions. No, I think it's fine. I think we'll pass. Okay, Kavu's interesting. So I gotta think what I want to do here. Maybe I just let him kill this Brawler. Like, does it even make sense to play a Rest in Peace at this point? Or like I'm applying so much pressure. I could have just attacked him. My guess if I attack him is he's gonna do something like Bolt Brawler. He's gonna put an instant in the graveyard and then try to trade it with Nacatl. So I guess I get around that with Rest in Peace, but then he could still kill one of these. I mean, I don't care about Rest in Peace, but I could also just Tear Asunder this DRC and get rid of it that way. And not even worry about Rest in Peace at this point. But then he'll have Delirium. I don't know, this is tough. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, does Rest in Peace now make much sense? Could. The other option could be to just say, hey, forget Blood Moon, I don't care about it anymore. I could fetch a Forest. And then I could fetch the Forest, play Rest in Peace, and then hold up, and then play Ragavan still, but it's bad to have Ragavan just die to removal spell if he's going to go Blood Moon. But I think I just want to apply more pressure. So I think we start with this. I think we just get our Forest. Maybe I'm playing too scared around Blood Moon. I think there's like an argument for that. And maybe I don't need Rest in Peace right now, but we're going to try it. If you go Spell Pierce, you go Spell Pierce, and I'll live with it. Okay, not expecting that. Guess you do it in response to the trigger. Yep. So it's just what I thought he was going to do. But again, he's going to only have... It's going to turn off all his Murktide stuff. It enters the exile zone because there's already a trigger on the stack. So now I just do this. I'm not going to attack to trade the Brawler, although I could. He still gets Surveil triggers. So, yeah, but he's pretty desperate right now. And now I'm just play Monkey because, like, he must have been holding on to Murktide in hand or something. But now we don't even care if he plays Blood Moon. I think that sequence was fine. My opponent misplayed by waiting until the Rest in Peace trigger was on the stack. Or sorry, not waiting until it was on the stack, but because of how it's written, once it enters the grave, the field, yeah, he put it there. But that helped me a lot. Again, maybe I was playing this line too conservatively. You could have just say, hey, just don't worry about it and just be aggressive. Because now I don't know what he actually has in hand that could deal with all this crap. And you could have stuff. It's not over by any means, but... And if he just goes Blood Moon, then I just Tear Asunder it and then just continue on with my life. I'm guessing he has like Murktide and counterspells in hand, and I just played around them. Or something. I don't know. I don't really know what he has in hand. He hasn't done much this game. I mean, you're going to keep iterating. Go for it, man. I don't know what you're going to find. Maybe a bolt to kill something. Get a Shredder. If he gets a Shredder... Okay. Shock it. Desperation. Blood Moon. Think about shocking it. No. Zone Monkey. Okay. If I draw another land, I can exile that monkey. But I could get Spell Pierce, so I think we'll just offer the monkey trades. Okay with that. Or we'll just do it all. Again, I could get Spell Pierced here. Huh. Do I even care about this monkey? Like, if he has... What does he have in hand? Like a Bolt? Spell Pierce? Like, maybe I just play another Kavu and don't even worry about this monkey right now. I don't have lethal if I bind it. I feel like he has counters. I think we just keep attacking. I just want to jam Kavu this turn. He's going to have to do this trade, I think. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he has another bolt. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Okay. Must really have nothing in hand. He's letting Ragavan hit him. Goes to 3. Do I flip a bolt off his deck? Nope, I flip a DRC, which I will cast. All right, we got there against Murktide. I don't know what my opponent's game plan was this. I guess maybe he was just sitting on some Murktides and he was going to expect me to cast them. He didn't really do much, though, for the early part of the game. And he didn't have any counter spells, so I don't know what his hand was, honestly. He had 3 cards in hand. He didn't end up using, like, almost anything. So we got there 4-0. So I'll see you guys for round 5, the trophy match. Okay, round 5 trophy match. As usual, this league, I'm on the draw. And we have a no-lander also as usual, so let's mulligan this. Okay, this is keepable. Probably put back the tomb. Tomb. And we're off to the races. So my opponent's on. It's just scam. Okay, we have the bolt, so we're just gonna bolt him right now. We just don't mess around with, you know, he's got undying effects, he's got removal. We just, you know, we just don't. When we got it, we got it. And you just don't need to, you just don't need to think about it. Just don't even need to think about it. Just get rid of the monkey. Get on with your life. Again, I'll take that over playing the Nacatl just because he probably has removal in hand. So he just gets too far ahead if he just let him do the monkey thing. See, now he has nothing. He's probably going to try to go Blood Moon, which is going to be annoying, but I don't have a great way to play around it. The only way I could play around it is fetch a basic forest here. Oh, I can't get a basic forest, so I can't do it with basic plane. So I think we just have to jam our Brawler and just hope that he doesn't have Bolt. Nacatl will die to the same Bolt. Like, if he just goes turn 3 Blood Moon, then, you know, it is what it is, and we'll just grind through it. But I didn't, with this hand, with the lands I had in hand, I didn't really have a choice to play around Blood Moon. So we just won't worry about it. Just hope our Brawler gets there and doesn't get bolted right away. Blood Moon? Bolts into Blood Moon? Oh, okay, not a basic swamp. Bolt. Basic swamp into Blood Moon? I think he would have gotten double swamp, but I'm wrong. Blood Moon? Yep. Okay. So hopefully his hand sucks. Okay. So we'll attack for 1. You could argue to play the Nacatl there because it's doing 2 damage a turn, but I think it's fine. 2 turns, we'll cast Jegantha. Obviously not a very fast clock I have at the moment, but we will get there. And again, I didn't really have a great way to play around it. That was the reality. See, my opponent just has nothing. Another card I can't cast, unfortunately. He might just hard cast a Fury. So we're kind of hoping for more lands. Or Bolt or something. You want to hard cast Fury here. I need some lands. Okay. So I'm not sure what hand he kept. But I don't have a fast clock either. Okay, well, it was looking promising to grind through this, but now it's looking less promising. As long as my opponent just keeps doing nothing, then it's promising. His hand's just a bunch of undying spells. This is not a fast clock with a 1/3. Yeah, again, if it was a Nacatl, then I'd, you know, be doing some damage each turn. He'd be at like, what, 12 life? At some point he's gonna cast a spell though. So I guess top deck to Fury. Nice top decking. I guess he maybe wanted to hold up an undying spell. Looks like what he's doing. Unless he just legit top decked it, which would be good top decking. But unfortunately, if we don't draw a land in like the next 2 turns, then we're gonna die. We're Bolt. Bolt would be fine too. Okay, Bolt. Okay. So do I move to discard the Minor Misstep? Potentially. Could discard Nacatl too. But if I top deck I think we just move to discard. And the reason I do that is because I want to save myself the damage. So if he Undying Evils this next turn, then he can't attack with it, right? Because it also Summoning Sickness. So that's why we're going to move to discard instead. And we'll just discard the Minor Misstep. He'll know about it for future games, but we could also discard a Binding or something, but I don't know. I'm not. I could wait for him to try to attack with this. Yep, so he had that, right? But now he can't attack with this. So it gets a counter, but I did save myself a turn here. Now I want a 2-turn clock. So unfortunately, I need to like draw lands. I'm on turn 7 with 3 lands, which is not where you want to be under Blood Moon. Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you're going to do. Dothy? Thoughtseize? You don't have 2 swamps, so you won't be doing Dothy. Oh, Second Fury. Pretty good top decking by my opponent, I think. Of course, he could have had it, but I think if you have 2 Furies, you just cast 1 and don't worry about it. So we're just dead next turn, I think. Okay, we got the land, but he's going to do 8 plus 6, 14, so we'll go to 1. And then I think we're dead no matter what. Can't deal with 2 Furies. So yeah, that's an example of how you can, obviously you can lose to Blood Moon, but like I just, being on the draw with just how my land sequences were, I didn't have a way to play around it. There was no way to, I had Temple Garden in hand, I think already. So I had to play it like I did. Oh, sorry, no, I had Steam Vents in hand already, but I couldn't, with the fetch I had, I couldn't grab a basic forest. So I could have grabbed a basic plains, but I couldn't have played a threat that turn, so that would have been bad. So we just got, you know, we're on turn 8 with 4 lands. So if we drew a land 2 turns earlier, then we win this game. Or not win this game, but yeah, go ahead, take whatever you want. Take a Nacatl or a Kavu. Okay. So yeah, we grabbed Jegantha on turn 3 and then drew 1 land over the next 5 turns. So it happens. Okay, so Scam, similar to how we played Scam before. We're gonna bring in our Veil. We're gonna bring in our 2 Rest in Peace. We're gonna bring in our Chain of the Rocks. We're gonna bring in our Tear Asunder. Two Tear Asunder. And let's take out a Bolt, take out Tribal Flames, take out a Bolt, take out a Misstep. Take out 2 Nacatls. Again, try and keep the monkeys in because of Blood Moon. And take out a Stubby D. And then the debate of whether we want Teferi or not to turn off Undying. Oh, sorry, I have 2 extra cards. What do I have that I usually take out? Cut out 2 Nacatl, 1 Bolt, one Brawler. And 1 Tribal Flames, 1 Bolt. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what else I usually take out here. What do I have the extra card? To take out a Misstep? Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so we have 60. So we can debate whether we bring in Teferi. I don't know. I'm like back and forth. Teferi against a Blood Moon deck can be awkward because like you don't have basic island in this deck. And maybe I'm just like, I think I just had a bad streak with Teferi against like Scam and Murktide, so I just like stopped bringing him in, but like maybe there's an argument still to bring him in. Like, I mean, as a 1-of, he's not gonna, it's not the end of the world, but we're on the play. This hand is like painfully slow. Like if I had I think we keep, but this is annoying because I don't have another fetch land. So I think I just have to play Triome turn 1. I think it's too risky. Like if I play Ragavan turn 1 and he has a removal spell, which is very likely, then turn 2, I can't do anything. I have to play a Triome. I can hold up Binding. Maybe that's worth the upside risk. Because like the upside is if he plays I think he's going to kill the Ragavan no matter what. He has Blood Moon. Okay, we'll just play the Triome. It's hard to say. Like, I feel like he's just likely has a removal spell. Just with his deck. You know, he's going to have a Bolt or something. But now he can just take the Ragavan, which is fine. But maybe that's an argument to play the Ragavan because of discard spells. I didn't think of that. Fortunately, like next turn, he just Scam Fury or something, and then I'm like in such trouble. He's really thinking long about this one, though. If he doesn't take the Ragavan, then wow. So he must have removal for that. Or he's about to just like scam a Fury, but if he scams a Fury, okay, we're just gonna jam. Jam and pray. He would have to have Terminate for the Scion. Not Fatal Push, but all right, not Bolt. All right, we'll just hope this gets us there. I think this was the right play. I don't think playing Ragavan turn 1 was, I don't know, it's like very close. Of course, like I draw Brawler, but that he doesn't make that much difference. I think you, bro, what is this? What is this? So he's just gonna jam Blood Moon. Is that his game plan here? Okay, go for it, man. See if he tries to terminate my Scion here. I guess if I play Brawler into Ragavan, I get blown out by a Fury, so let's not do that. Let's play Brawler and hold up Binding. Yeah, Fury would be so bad in that situation, so let's just do this. I guess we're in the same position if he just... No, I got a Ragavan to dash if he goes Blood Moon again. I think he's waiting to kill my Ragavan before playing Blood Moon. Seems pretty obvious to me. He's going to wait for me to dash it. Okay, that changes things a little bit because I can float the mana to kill a Blood Moon. I think I just attack. Again, I think he's holding up a removal spell for Ragavan. Could have a Bolt for him. Brawler. Again, still think he was holding that up for Ragavan. Now, do I play Monkey and then he like scams something? I can hold up Tear Asunder for... I don't need to play Monkey here. I don't know. We're exposing Monkey to removal spell potentially, but he's already used 2 of them. If he just goes Blood Moon here, then I'm in such good shape. It's on turn 4 though, so... He doesn't know about Tear Asunder. Wow. Okay. K command. That's a very good one for him. Okay. So I guess that was another reason to not play Ragavan there. Yeah, I mean he's just dunking on me. I haven't applied any pressure. He's had all the answers. He's had Terminate, Bolt, K command for my 3 threats. So I mean, I guess I just have to get Jegantha? I don't know. He's got a lot of discard. Like, I don't know. I'm in such bad shape now. I guess that was greedy to play the... I mean, he had discard effects, though, so I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Ragavan there. But now we have, like, too many sideboard cards, and we lost all our threats, so... Okay. Good luck, bro. I got 3 pieces of removal. You're gonna scam this. Again, I'm like very frustrated losing this. I just don't know. I just feel like my opponent's just dunking on me. And again, if I draw a land, I can Tear Asunder this. Like, I feel like my opponent's dunking on me, but like I don't know what I could. You know, there were things I could have done differently. I just don't know. Like, he just happened to have the right cards, you know, to line up perfectly, and then now he's got the scam, so he's probably waiting to use that. So if I draw a land, I can Tear Asunder this, and I'm in very good shape. But if I don't draw a land, I don't know. I guess I'm not in bad shape. Unless he just goes land and then Blood Moon. And then I'm like, dude, you just had the nuts. Give me a land or a creature. Okay, that's a land. We will get rid of your grief. Time meow. Trying to think if there's any reason to not do this right now. I'll just do it now. Okay, we're down to nothing, but I had my trusty companion I could grab. So I need another land to play to get jeggy with it. Okay, not exactly the card I wanted, but would have liked a creature there. It's bad if he gets just a discard spell here. I would like something useful. The draws are just not with us today. Not at least not in this game. I've drawn 2 straight useless cards. One of which is a 1-of. And by the way, this is my 3rd binding, I believe. My opponent literally has nothing. I also have nothing. Yes, I get something. Okay. Let's go basic planes here. The binding. And then let's just have my Jegantha like Scam Fury or die to Scam Fury or Terminate or something. But it is what it is. Getting jaggy with it. See if he has another removal spell. He used 1 Terminate. I don't know how many Terminates he plays. 3 probably? 4? Terminate? No? Fury Scam? And I'll be sad. Can Jegantha grind this one out? The giant legendary elk thing. Elemental elk. Fury? Okay, that's good. I have an answer for this. Do you have land and then bolt? No. Okay, Stubb's strong. Check this move out. Now I am feeling much more comfortable just with the Jegantha beatdown plan. I have Stub for any shenanigans. Exile effects are pretty handy against an Undying deck. So now I have Stub and Dromoka's command up. So we're just basically saving the Stub to protect Jegantha. Hope he doesn't just have another Fury. That would probably be the most annoying thing. I think that's fine. I need to keep Jegantha alive. Could have put a counter on Jegantha, actually. It might have been stronger. I think that was just bait for something else. Okay. So he's just going to try to race, obviously. So... okay, so maybe I could have Dromoka's that and then made my Jegantha 6/6. I don't know if that would have been better, though. Oh, it's going to help in the race. So I could Dromoka's right now, put a counter on here, kill the elemental token, he'll block with Seasoned Pyro. He's just going to keep getting tokens back to block me, that's the problem. I think that's fine. Maybe I save this in case he gets like a Fury or something. Or I just kill his Seasoned Pyro now. No, let's see, I have green, white, and blue up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Could have saved that for a Fury, I guess. We're going to try to race here, but he can get the tokens back, but he has to kill a Seasoned Pyro to do that. Okay, let's So you can pick one of them. I probably want Dromoka's command, so I think I'll kill the Grief in response to this. He could have a scam effect and blow me out completely. But if he does that, then I'll stub the scam effect. That's what we're going to do. Do I care about the Grief, though? Maybe I kill the Seasoned Pyro. I want to put this in the graveyard, though. This now. Oh my god, I tapped wrong. Okay, that was a mistake. So, what did I cast last turn? I didn't realize I had... yeah, I tapped wrong. I used red and white to tap. That might just lose me the game. Because I could have gone Dromoka. Oh my god, it's so bad for me. Because now he'll take Dromokas. That's so bad for me. Yeah, that was a huge punt. I don't know why I thought I had white. Okay, well, if I lose, then I deserve to lose. Yeah, so you just have to be, domain mana base, obviously. You just have to be careful with how you tap. And in this turn, I think that was the correct thing. He obviously could have an Undying spell in response to Dromoka's, and then I can stub it. And then I lose the cards in hand, but his Grief is dead. And I still have my Jegantha, which is now a 6/6. And he just like wasted his whole turn doing that. So he obviously could keep chumping with Season Pyro and stuff like that, but I've been in so much better shape. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. Wow, he didn't take Dromoka's. Okay, that was... He must have an Undying spell. Again, same thing, like... Okay, I think I'm going to Dash Monkey here. And then Dromoka's in response to his Undying spell, maybe? Wait. We almost did it again. I'm an idiot. Okay, this way. Right? Green, white. Okay. Let's see what he does here. In response to his Undying spell, I'm going to Dromoka it probably. He knows what I have. You can trade with whoever he wants here. I don't care. Yeah, so I think his Grief would be dead right now if I had done that. And then with a top deck Ragavan, I could dash into trade with Spyro. Yeah, I can see if he has double Undying spell, then good beats. Second Undying spell. No. Okay, let's see if we can get out of this one. He's got one card left in hand. He knew what I had in hand. I don't know why he didn't play around it. Maybe he did. Maybe he's got like something crazy, but I got 6/6 on board. So he's on a 2-turn clock if he doesn't draw anything. Oh, I guess he can exile Season Pyro. Or he'll just top deck another Grief. It's fine too. Okay, I think that's fine. What a game. What a game. Just what I wanted. I think I cycle this now, right? So red, white, green, blue. In case I get like a binding or something. That's exactly what I would like, please. Give my Jegantha first strike and trample. You could have another Terminate in hand. Possible. See if we can get through this. Does he have another Undying Evil? I don't really care at that point, honestly. I have the push trample damage through. He's just gonna take it. It's at 3. Guess he could maybe have Terminate on the Scion and then like chump with tokens from exiling Season Pyro. Or maybe try to get like a Fury. Okay, we got there. Despite our punt, we were bailed out by some okay top decks towards the end, with Scion mostly. So yeah, important thing there though. Obviously, pay attention to how you tap your lands, because you don't want to end up in the situation where you tap all your white sources when you're trying to hold up a spell with white mana. Okay, this one's for all the marbles. I think we just run it back with what we got. I don't think I want Teferi. Of course, on the draw, much harder, but is what it is. For the trophy. Okay. I think we just keep this. Got a lot of early removal. If he goes scam, we got the monkey. I think we just try to ride it out. Basic mountain. What the fuck? All right, so this is kind of awkward though because I really want to draw fetch land here. I really just want to kill his monkey. Oh, I drew draw fetch land. Excellent. So I can go red, blue, green, white. I'm trying to think of how to do this best. I just want to kill this monkey right now. Maybe with this card you can say it's so stupid, but I don't know. I just don't like risking it against a monkey on the draw. Why do you play basic mountain? I'm so confused. He just confirm a life total, or why does he have base mountain in his deck at all? Again, I'm expecting a blood moon. Yeah, take probably the monkey. I mean, if he goes blood moon next turn, I guess I'm in a bad shape. I mean, this is if he doesn't take the monkey, then I don't know what he's doing. Because like then I can't really cast anything. Okay, he must have bolt in hand. What the hell is his hand if he's doing this? Like, I don't want to dash. I mean, he's clearly got to have a removal spell if he's doing that. So I kind of want to just get a basic forest here and play around Blood Moon a little bit. I don't think I want to play Monkey and Dynamis removal spell against a Blood Moon deck. Like, that's the only reason you don't take... I think a Scam Grief now. Might just bolt him in a turn. Probably has Terminate or something for Scion. Fine. Could have Scam Fury, but I Binding. She doesn't know about right now. This might be what he's waiting on doing, but that's fine. Again, I have Binding and I can dash Monkey. I think this is fine to play how I did. I guess it's everything he's done is shown Scam Fury, most likely. See if he goes for it. What is his hand? All right. I don't want to dash. I think I'll just jam Rest in Peace here. Turn off a lot of his Undying shenanigans. Keep Monkey in hand. Wish I could double spell here, but I can't really. Again, maybe I'm not playing this aggressively enough. I guess he's just going to hardcast a Fury and try to kill my Scion next turn. That's probably what it is, but that's also kind of fine. I have Binding and I have Monkey. And he'll be tapped out, so I can dash Monkey in. If he goes Blood Moon, I still have a 4/4 Scion on the board. Yep, so he's going to go Fury. So now I can bind his Fury, dash Monkey in, and then still hold up Binding. So it's fine with me. When I get a Nacatl, it's very good. I think I just play Nacatl here. It's obviously risky. He could have another Fury, but then I can just bind that too. So I flip something better. I don't know what would be better though. Okay, his own Ragavan. He probably wanted that. I'm gonna just play Nacatl now. Blood Moon, I guess, would be annoying, but I got Monkey for it. So plus you just want to keep applying pressure here. Let's see if he has another Fury. Interesting. So he's probably holding up a removal spell. I could dash monkey. He goes removal spell. I hit him for 3. Or I could just hold up Dromoka's command if you try to blow him out. Maybe I'm playing this too conservatively. He's not showing a lot of strength in his hand, so. Yeah, check this move out. Do you have second removal spell? Second removal spell would be annoying, but it's possible. 2 cards in hand. Yep, that's fine because I still have a Ragavan in hand. I'm not going to expose my Ragavan to potential Fury. I think that's more ideal than... He hasn't cast a Grief, so you can argue that. So he's got 1 Bolt, Terminate. He's played a Fury already. It's my only threat, though. So it's an issue if he just goes like Inquisition here, then that's like so bad for me. On the other hand, he hasn't done it yet the past few turns, so I doubt he has it. He could have another Fury. He could have a Grief, but he would have cast it last turn, right? So I don't think he has anything. I think I just hold Monkey here in hand. I don't know. It's very close. You could argue that I should just put him out there. Because of the discard elements in his deck. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. Doesn't discard anything. Gonna go Blood Moon now or something. Grief. Okay, so that was a good hand by him. So, again, it wouldn't have made a difference. He's gonna have to choose between Ragavan and Binding. He's gonna take the Binding, of course. Maybe he'll take my 1 threat. Okay. So I thought. Now I'll trade my monkey for something. Okay, we got a lot of monkeys. If I play the Ragavan now, he could have another Grief, and that's the argument to play the Ragavan now, but I think I just want him to attack with Grief, not let him know what my last card is. And just keep trying to dash. Hopefully he doesn't just have like another discard spell. What a weird game. Again, maybe I could have just played it more aggressively by just running my threats out. I think there's an argument for that. It's always hard to decide, like, do I just want to play in control? Like, I played around 1 removal spell, and he ended up having double removal spell. So it would have been a total blowout if I just dash monkey with Nacatl there. He would have killed both my threats, and then I would have just, like, had nothing. So I forced him to use 2 removal spells on 1 creature, which I think was a smart play to do. And, like, that's a total blowout. Like, if he just has 1 removal spell, then he wastes a card, and I make my Nacatl a 4/4 and it's still alive. So it's a total blowout if that works. But he happened to have the second removal spell. Okay, he's thinking about this one a lot. Close game. If he attacks with Grief and has nothing, then I can dash Ragavan, maybe pick something off his deck, or maybe I draw something useful here. I don't think he would expect me to have a second Ragavan. So that's why I think it was better to do this. Because, like, if I just play Ragavan here, one, I open myself up to Fury, which would be bad. But I guess even beyond Fury, it can just mean he just sits back with Grief because he's like, oh, I don't want to get hit by Ragavan. So now he should swing into me, and I have a good shot of connecting with Ragavan next turn. I don't know what he's thinking about. Okay. Looks like my opponent lost connection for a minute there. Let's see if he attacks with Grief. Yeah, he does. Let's hope he doesn't have a Fury or another Grief. That'd be so annoying. Okay, he doesn't have anything. He could have a removal spell. Okay. Okay, I don't hit anything useful off him. I could do a second rest in peace. I don't think that makes sense. Can't grab Jegantha yet. Next turn, grab Jegantha potentially. See if he doesn't attack. He doesn't want to get hit by Ragavan. Okay, that's interesting. So I can grab a Plains. Play Ragavan. Expose him to a removal spell potentially. Do I offer the trade? The question is, do I offer the trade, lose this treasure token to, or do I just play Ragavan, not worry about the trade, and then grab Jegantha, and then next turn swing in with both? What else could he have? You could have a removal spell, and then that's pretty bad for me. I think I'd do this. I think I'll offer the trade, but maybe this isn't smart. It's like hard to say. Like, I guess the best case is if he does, let's say, if he has a removal spell, then he kills my Ragavan, and it's bad no matter what. If he has a Fury in hand, it's pretty bad for me. I think I just offer the trade. He doesn't know what I have in hand, obviously. I don't know. This is so close. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this. I'm like so uncertain. Like, he could have a Fury, which would be the bad thing, but let's see if he trades it. I mean, he's got to trade it, right? Oh, okay. I thought he wasn't blocking. I was like, what the hell? Okay. Luckily, I have a card that I can guarantee I top deck for 3 mana. And the name is Jegantha. So, I don't know. That one's debatable, but I think getting the threat off board, like, now he's just in top deck mode. I'm in top deck mode, but I have a creature. So it's obviously bad if he just has, like, discard spell, but it is what it is. We're both in desperation mode. Okay, very impressive. Again, I don't think he had that last turn, or else he would have played it, so he definitely just flipped that. Or top decked that. Oh my god. Alright, we're going to probably lose this game. Just play our second rest in peace. It's a rest in a lot of peace here. I think I have to thin. I'm on a... I don't know if thinning's better than... Oh, this is unfortunate. I don't know if I want to pay the 1 life to thin here, or if I want to just not worry about it. I think I probably want to. We need a creature of some sort. Oh, okay. No, I thought he had something. We'll go to 8. We'll get, we have 2 red sources. I don't know if it matters. Second blue source doesn't really matter. Looking for a removal spell or a creature. That is a removal spell. He can't Undying Evil it, so I think we just wait till upkeep to do this. Actually, we wouldn't even need to do it in upkeep. If he goes discard spell, then... Man, we're trying to grind this one out. At some point, he's going to have like a useful spell here. Dash Ragavan. It's bad for me. Thought about it for a second. Wow. Okay, so he's going to pay 2. I'm going to lose 3 life. Go to 5. Okay, good draw. Bring me home, Scion. Bring me home. Please don't have another Terminate. Or another Fury. I'm a little worried about timer, so we're just gonna yield to his turn. Okay, now we're starting to cook with gas here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Can we get there? Can we get there? Maybe. Fury stops me. Wow, what a close game. It's been a grindy game. See if he has a bolt in hand. I feel like he would have done to face already. That'd be quite the way to lose. Just die to double bolt right now. Might happen. Turn 14. Never thought I'd see it. Fury. Kroxa and then bolt. No, don't do this to me, man. No. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Wow. So there it was. That's how you lose a trophy. That's absurd. So you can say that, like, oh, I should have played around it by, like, he has probably 2 Kroxas in the whole deck, realistically. So I should have played around Kroxa by keeping the Brawler in hand, and I could discard it. Like, there's no way you do that. Like, that was it. That was the only thing. That and, like, Fury were the only things that could have saved him, pretty much. And he had to have Fury plus Bolt, and he had already used, I think, 3 bolts. Oh my god, what a frustrating way to lose. Unreal. He's at 2 life, and he top decks what he needs. Like, there's no way. I mean, you can say that, like, he had so much mana available, there's no way that he had that in hand. He would have used it. Like, he would have just done it in succession and killed me. So he either top decked the Bolt or he top decked the Kroxa. I can't believe that. That's, like, probably the closest game I've ever lost, at least definitely for a trophy. I mean, that's so devastating. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this league. I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the outcome wasn't what I wanted. I had a 4-1, which is still great. But, you know, it's hard to lose your game 3 like that. Anyway, so the list obviously felt great. I had a few kind of minor misplays with, like, tapping and stuff, you know, land color, so that wasn't great. But other than that, the list, I think, feels very strong. I like it. I like the sideboard. I think we got to see Tear Asunder shine a little bit here. We got to see Chained to the Rocks shine here, so you can kind of see, like, why I brought those in for those matchups and why I'm liking those in the sideboard. And then the main deck, we got to see Migloz a little bit. I think we got to cast him against Creativity as a 1-of Dromoka's Command. We've seen it before, but it was great against Scam today. And then I don't know if we actually got to misstep anything today, but we have in previous games. So yeah, overall, again, the list feels very strong. My last few leagues have been 4-1s or 5-0s, so I think it's a great list, and definitely what I'll continue playing in the near future. So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content. If you like this video, you can check out my other videos. I have a whole playlist of Domain Zoo content. You can actually click it right here. And then I also have so that's just all on Zoo stuff. And then I also have another playlist where if you want to watch videos of me playing other modern decks, sometimes I'll play, you know, played Living End, play Burn, things like that. You can check that out, I guess, right here, down here. Sure. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.